way then they do for Lagos City. Now there where you go find the money receipt. She know they carry last yo, she know they greedy. Yeah, 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 kilon wa kiri. Mommy yetunde won tun lo yawo, won fe ra gele lọ síbi yawo. Daddy Suliya won fe lọ ṣayé, won ti dé fìlà pé ká lọ jayé. Wọ́n jà wọ́n láwọn tún lọ ṣayé, wọ́n pe Sunny Adé, wọ́n pe Bado. Èyí tún lè gan o, wọ́n ní ijó tí mo jó lánàá. Ó máa ń tóbi rárá o. Ayé tí mo jẹ lọ́jọ́ yẹn o. Ó máa ń tóbi rárá o. Onílù ṣàmárọ̀ra o.
No big Owambe is complete without you seeing celebrities rocking Asoebi. Of course, Asoebi is dated far many years ago, and this is why we came all the way to talk to a big fish in that section, talking about Alhaja Ismat Adenike, the brain behind Smarty's fabrics on the island. And one striking thing about this brand is the fact that most of all the big parties in Lagos, Nigeria, abroad, Asoebi is actually picked from her. Another striking thing is the fact that our brand is popular beyond the shores of Nigeria. Today, join me to welcome the beautiful brain, the Abeokuta-born fabric merchant who is based in Lagos on the popular Balogun streets, just beside Access Bank. Ma, it's nice having you on the hot seats. You look so beautiful.
Thank you so
It's
much.
a Sunday. You probably see why we need to talk to her. She's such a very busy person. And aside this, it's just few days to her 50th birthday. Oh, let me hear you beating the drum. Ooh. Congratulations, ma.
Thank you so much.
Ma, how
Thank you.
excited are you? It's just few days to your 50th birthday.
I'm grateful to Almighty Allah to be 50 in the next few days. I've got nothing to say than to just say Alhamdulillah.
Wow, Smarty Fabrics. You are the choice of most of the big parties that we have in Lagos. Talking about King Wasainde, when he became the Olori Omoba, you were the choice of him, his pretty wife, when he picked the Asoebi. Another big one is there are a lot of big parties abroad. Aside that, just a few days ago, Authority had a big party. The popular politician in Shagamu, his burial was going on, and it's like a 5-day prayer. King Sunny Adé is going to be on the bastard for the last day. You were also the one who were their choice. I remember I was talking to a senior colleague of mine this morning, and I said, Ogami, I'm talking to Smarty. She said, oh, Lady Toma Asoebi Lotoye. Is it strictly Asoebi you do?
I attribute everything to Almighty Allah. And next is integrity. Because we at Smarty, we have zero tolerance for unethical practices in business. And we don't do Asoebi alone. We're into retails as well. So we cater for our customers in different various levels.
Wow. How did you get the name Smarty Fabrics?
Smarty Fabrics. That was from Smarty, my Muslim name. My name is Mrs. Ismat Adenike Busari, and my Muslim name is Ismat. Ismat means protection. So from Ismat, we got to Smarty. So just that.
For how long have you been into fabrics?
I started business over 2 decades ago.
With what?
With ladies' wears. I traveled to America, London, UK, or Turkey to get ready-made wears. So I just changed to laces about 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Just 5 years ago.
So people will ask, why the choice? Why did you change?
And the reason why I changed was I used to have a shop opposite Fidelity Bank. Then there are 3 shops in the building. I was the only one doing ladies' wears. I was in the middle, just 3 shops. The person by the right and the left, they are into laces. So the woman by the right side Roy Fabrics. Every time she comes to me, Elijah, when will you start selling? This is better. It's more profitable than Turkey wears or all these American whatever that I do, ready-made. That will be making me to be traveling, in which I do then. So that was how I started gradually then. To God be the glory
How
today.
fulfilled would you say you are 5 years down the line and you've been able to register your brand across the shores of, do we say, the world?
I can only attribute that to Almighty Allah. It's not by my power, it's just Allah. That's just it.
You are a very calm person, but you do a kind of business that seems to put you out there. How have you been able to balance your person and the kind of business you do?
The thing is, I'm a very cool, I'm not a socialite. But with the nature of the business, it makes me gradually, I started going out, but I'm not really a socialite.
Wow. Do you think it's easy to run a fabric store without being a socialite?
It's very possible. We have lots in the market that are not socialite.
Balogun markets, you run 2, 3, 4 shops on Balogun. How have you been able to balance being a mother, a wife, and a businesswoman?
To that, I think it's just God has been running the business for me. I have little to say about that. Because I know I'm a family woman, I've got children, though my children are not here, but at the same time, I can still do it comfortably. So, to God be the glory.
What stands your brand out?
What stands my brand out is just integrity. It's just integrity. Because in business, whatever one does, I believe one should be, you should be trustworthy. You should be able to tell your customers. I don't lie to my customers. I like telling them the fact. If they're giving me ashwebi, if it's for like, most times I explain to them by sea, by here, by sea, 4 months, and if they're fine by day, I don't disappoint. That's just it.
People will ask you as a woman who has spent close to 20 years in business, 5 years as a fabric merchant, what are the tips of being a successful businesswoman?
I think about that, I have about 5 tips about that. Consistency. In whatever one does, one has to be consistent. You have to be dedicated. You have to, and you have to be passionate. You have to love what you do. And another thing, to be prayerful. So that's just the way I say it.
Life at 50, what has life taught you?
I just give God the glory. I'm so thankful. I'm grateful to Almighty Allah.
You hardly throw parties. And this, you're throwing a party. Why would you say you want to throw a party? People will ask, Smatee to man teach you, Smatee to le wuje kokoto. But this year, you're rolling out the drum. What would you say to that?
The party is just about Thanksgiving for the journey so far. Just to be grateful, to be thankful to my Almighty Allah. So there is no big deal about it. It's just to be thankful. It's just Thanksgiving party.
Who would you say your mentors are in the fabric business?
My mentor, one of them is Elijah Idera Oluwa, my beautiful, humble mother. She's always encouraging me. She's always, even last week we were together, she was like, Smarty, don't worry, you'll get there. You'll get there, and I believe in her so much. So Elijah Idera, Elijah Abiola, my wonderful Abebi, Elijah Abiola Abebi. She's one of my mentors too. They are both my mentors in fabric business.
Another thing, how do you rest? This job, you're always traveling. If you're not traveling, you are either doing one thing or the other. How do you rest? It takes, people will say this business takes most of your time.
Rest. I think I rest from minimum of 6 hours in 24 hours, in which I'm fine with. Minimum, I sleep around 12, wake up around 5:30.
To observe your
to observe my salat. I think it's fine, 6 hours. Because I do my Instagram, my social media, I don't give to anyone. I do them alone. I love posting. I have passion for the work. So I don't give to, I'm always on WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I do them all alone.
So all these new tools that business women now use to promote business, would you say it has adverse effects on the business? Would you say it's a plus for the business? People will say, initially when Instagram came, they say, Omalo copy has shown me. Do you still believe that the era of that has gone? Or what is your take on that? Or would you advise that, irrespective of that, business has...
Instagram has really promoted my business. If I have to rate Instagram, it has to be very high. I think 100% for Instagram. Because it was through Instagram that I met a lot of my wonderful customers in Nigeria and overseas. So I would like to use this medium to appreciate them. They are awesome.
TikTok,
but I'm more on Instagram.
So all these tools, would you say it's good for business?
It's extremely good for business. It's extremely good because very few people come to the market these days. So a lot are on social media, scouting for whatever they want. It really helps.
Being educated, have you ever worked in an office? Or was it something you mix up with?
Yeah, I read accounting. I read accounting in Ogun State Polytechnic. I worked in UBA, United Bank, for just 1 year. Yeah, as a banker, before I started business.
So it was just 1 year for a white collar's job. Yes. You've always wanted business.
I've always, even while I was in school, I've always wanted business.
And probably this is why she said she's been into business for over 20 years. And if you do the calculation so well, that means she's been in the business
for over 20 years. Even while I was in school, I was doing business.
Wow.
While I was in school.
So I want you to thank all your customers far and near, your mentors, your friends, and associates.
Smatee. I want to use this medium to appreciate all my customers. I thank you all for believing in me. Thank you all for trusting my brand. I remain your #1 customized Asoebi guru. And I want to advise the younger ones coming up in this business. You don't really need to have 100 million to start fabric business. You don't need 50 million. You can, even with 1 million or less than that, you can start the business. And another thing is we have wholesale group. For anyone that wants to join our wholesale group, feel free to join it. Then there are some fabrics that we don't display online. We have some celebrant worthy, beautiful, exclusive fabrics from Swiss that we don't display online. So in case you have a party and you want to look great and you want something unique, trendy, exquisite, you could just come to my DM, then I'll share pictures with you. To my darling husband, thank you so much. Thanks for tolerating me. You already know you're married to an hardworking workaholic woman. Most times at home, I'm always on Instagram and I'm on social media. But you've tolerated me. You believe it's my business. Thank you. May Allah continue to strengthen us together. May our love never fade. And to my wonderful children, I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. May I reap the fruit of my hard-earned labor, inshallah, and everyone of us. Thank you so much. To my mentors, I've got them lots. I have some in the banking industry. Then to the few ones I have in the market, one of them is Alaja Idera Oluwa. I want to say a big thank you. I appreciate you, Lotma. And another one is my sweet sister, Alaja Abiola baby. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. And to lots of them, I can't start mentioning names. I appreciate you all. To my friends, you all are wonderful. My customers, the ones in diaspora, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Thanks for believing in me. Lots of you don't even, in fact, the way I get, most of them are from one referral to another, about 10, 15 referrals like that. Most of the people that I do Asoebi for in diaspora, if I've done for like 100, maybe I only need 2 people. They all met me on Instagram and they believe in me. I love you all. Thank you very much. May God continue to be with you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Let's continue doing it in a smarter way. We are reliable. We are affordable. We remain your one and only Asoebi surest plug. Thank you.